Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to tell you about the Harriman Trail. I'll tell you what to expect when you're on the trail, and then I'll tell you what our experiences were on the day we chose to ride our mountain bikes out on the trail. Let's get started.
Rising sun hits the sky, see it open before us. Take these hopes.
As soon as Mom left us, there was no turning back. It is still hot out, but we're closer to our destination. We are like 3.7 more miles to go. I love this trail, it's fun, but I don't think that I'll do it again.
Discover a story in the making. The world is ours for the taking.
The Harriman Trail is a point-to-point trail that runs 19 miles from Galena Lodge all the way down to the Sawtooth National Recreational Area Visitor Center. Now all of this is just outside the little town of Ketchum in Idaho. It's a beautiful trail. It's a beginner's trail, very smooth, very well groomed, very well maintained. It's mostly gravel double track. So if you're riding with a group of people, you can ride side by side. Just common courtesy dictates that when people are coming the opposite direction, you yield to the right, and everyone can have a good time on the trail. The trail is primarily used for mountain biking. However, there were a lot of hikers we saw on the trail. There's a lot of river access because it does parallel the Wood River, and a lot of fly fishermen come out and outdoorsmen to access the river along the trail. I have read it is a good place to go cross-country skiing, a part of the winter trail system in that area. If you do choose to start at Galena Lodge, you're going to have a rough elevation change of 2,100 feet by the time you get to the visitor center down at the Sawtooth National Recreational Area. It is mostly downhill, but there are some sections where it's uphill, but it's nothing too technical and a very easy ride overall. Now there are 6 things you need to know before riding the trail. Number 1, it's expected that mountain bikers wear a helmet. Now safety is no accident, so make sure you keep that noggin protected. Number 2, insect repellent and sunglasses are a good idea. Now I gotta be honest with you, the day we were out, it was in early August and there wasn't a lot of bugs out. In fact, we didn't use insect repellent and we didn't have any issues with bugs. However, it was a bright sunny day and sunglasses were just a huge help. Number 3, water is a must. Now 19 miles on a cool day is a long way to go without having anything to drink. So if you have a water pack or a water bottle, just make sure you have some form of water with you. If you're hardcore, you can take your filter and filter it right out of the river. You got to access the river though, and just to have that water with you is just very helpful. Snacks also aren't a bad idea, especially if you have little ones. Number 4, there are very few toilets along the trail. In fact, I only remember seeing one, so be ready to go outside when you have to do your business. Number 5, there is no cell service for the length of the trail. Now this might be good news to some of you, but whatever your relationship is with your phone, just be prepared to know that you aren't going to have any connectivity while you're on the trail. Number 6, plan ahead. Now this is a point-to-point trail, so you could do it in a number of ways. You could ride both directions and then you'd be riding 40 miles. You could plant a car at the beginning and at the end and ride through, or you could have someone drop you off and then pick you up at the end if they didn't want to ride the trail. However you choose to do it, a little planning will go a long way. The day we rode the trail, Amy dropped me and the girls off at Galena Lodge. We knew as soon as Amy left, we were going to be on our own. We weren't going to be able to contact her because there was no cell service, and the only way out was to complete the trail 19 miles down the road at the visitor center. Now we started off and we were having a good time. We were fresh and we enjoyed the scenery and we just had a good time riding down the trail. It wasn't too long though that we rode a few uphill sections, and that really started to tire Peyton out. In fact, she became so tired that her pace slowed way down and she needed more and more breaks. Our pace just really fell short by quite a bit. Now, I had read somewhere that it should take you about an hour and a half to complete the trail from one end to the other. So, as a responsible father, I decided to let Amy know that we're probably going to take another hour. So instead of an hour and a half, I told her we'd probably be done in about 2.5 hours. Well, 2.5 hours came and went, and we were still pedaling along the trail. Peyton had slowed us down even further. We were stopping more frequently to take snack breaks. We even stopped at the creek a couple of times so that the girls can splash water in their hair and cool themselves off before we continue down the road.
We have 6 more miles to go, and we stopped for a cool-off in the creek.
To make a short story long, it took us over 4 hours to complete the trail when I told Amy it would take us about 2.5 hours. We couldn't get in touch with her. Did I mention there was no cell service on this trail? Amy had been looking for us for over 2 hours, and she thought we might be lost, hurt, or even worse. When I was able to contact her to let her know we needed our ride to get picked up, she was a little excited, to put it gently. There was a lot of patience and understanding on my part. But you know what? The girls had a great time. They earned every bit of those bragging rights for riding 19 miles, and they really enjoyed that sweet treat that I bribed them with to ride the trail with me.
We just finished the Harriman Trail.
Well, that's it for this one. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to our channel if you'd like to see more videos from us. Thanks for joining me, and that's it for this one. I'll see you next time.